Rise and shine. What up, those Allen Village? It's AMP from the D. You know me, where I be. Alright, so Chunky is back in the hospital. So in 3 months, he's been in the hospital twice, hospitalized twice. This would be the second time. First time, he was in a high diabetic coma. This time, his sugar was very high. And I almost hit this man's vehicle. Ah! Literally, and he didn't even know it. But Chunky, being a parent of type 1 diabetics is not easy. It's so much better said than done. It's like really no structure. No matter how much structure you try to give yourself, it's like almost like it can never just stay balanced. You know what I'm saying? You have to find your balance, but as far as diabetes, it's something different. But being a parent of type 1 diabetics, I think I truly think it's a little bit more harder because you're trying to help someone else. You know, you're telling someone else, hey, you can't have this, or you should have this, or it's best that you do this. You know, it's not as if you're making the decisions for yourself and this is what you're choosing to do. You know, children, peer pressure is something, you know, and we all know that children love snacks. Children love to eat. They love things, which that's okay. It's not about all the time what you have. It's about how much of it, you know, and the moderation. But Chunky, we allow him to spend the night out for about a week. You know, I want to go somewhere. I never go anywhere, which we do allow him to go to places. But every single time we allow him to go somewhere, he always come back halfway past dead. But he always come back like not put together. You know, either someone's child then took his insulin, diabetic stuff, and misplaced it from the area that he had it in, or I don't know how everyone else eat, what food they buy and things like that, but my baby does not vomit when he's at home. Matter of fact, he's never vomited at home. Every single time my baby vomit is because he's at someone else's house. And that makes me feel away because it's like, okay, my baby don't want to be stuck at home all the time. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do this. He don't want to be stuck there all the time. He wants to get out and hang just like everyone else. But at what point are some adults, some family members going to take the time out to truly understand what certain health disabilities are so that they can help, so that they can contribute? Yapping your mouth, saying what you think, your opinion, blah, 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 that's not doing anything. Bust a move, you know what I'm saying? Make something happen. Like, People who don't have children with disabilities probably just need to keep their comments to themselves and be more supportive. Because a lot of times, you don't know what you're talking about unless you know what you're talking about. You understand? You don't know what you're talking about unless you went through it. You don't know what you're talking about unless you know what you're talking about. I'm just saying. And you can't tell me what it's like having a child with type 1 diabetes, and you ain't even got a child with type 1 diabetes. So, that's just that. Now, I can listen to, I definitely listen, and I definitely, allow people to do voice themselves. But when you start voicing yourself and judging and telling me what's this, and this, I don't see many people, like people would talk about children with diabetes, children shouldn't do this, children shouldn't do that. But how many people would actually contribute into making sure that they can eat very healthy, maybe making them a meal. Like, don't say nothing if when my baby come around you're barely there. You know what I'm saying? He's taking care of himself. He's tending to himself. You're not making any carb conscious meals. You're not doing anything. Shit, it take a village to raise children, and not too many people allow people to even say anything to their children. And everybody think different. Everybody got different beliefs. Everyone is just something different. If everybody is different, no one. And by the way, I'm at Whole Foods shopping for watermelon and apple juice. And I can't say that my baby, I think he has made up his mind that he don't want to go over anybody else's house. Because every time he leave, he always come back sick. He always come back sick. So life of a mom with a type 1 diabetic